Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Where is Herrmann in Chicago Fire Season 13? The reason for David Eigenberg's mysterious absence. Even though Lieutenant Christopher Herrmann has been a main character in Chicago Fire since the beginning, he has been mysteriously missing in Season 13 for 2 consecutive episodes now, making viewers concerned about his whereabouts. The NBC procedural drama TV series, created by Derek Hawes and Michael Brandt, never explained Herrmann's absence. The network also never announced David Eigenberg's exit, even if it was temporary. Instead, NBC has left the audience to wonder what happened to the Chicago Fire Season 13 character, and when or if he is coming back. Episodes 6 and 7 focused on other characters, trying to distract viewers from Herrmann's absence. Sam Carver's dismissal and breakup with Tori in Chicago Fire Season 13 has taken up a lot of time. Kelly Severide and Chief Dom Pascal worked together on an arson case. Mouch had a rivalry with a pigeon. Violet McCamey's relationship with Flynn progressed, and so on. However, one still can't help but miss Herrmann, one of the best characters in Chicago Fire. Neither David Eigenberg nor NBC has confirmed why Herrmann was missing in Chicago Fire Season 13, Episodes 6 and 7. However, some insight into the way network TV works as of late may explain why the actor didn't appear. Many network dramas with ensemble casts have to cut costs due to budget concerns, and one way of doing so is by reducing the number of episodes for some series regulars, Eigenberg, per season. According to Deadline, FBI and FBI Most Wanted are lowering the minimum episode guarantees for some main cast members, and Chicago Fire is likely doing the same. The One Chicago TV shows followed this protocol during the 2023 to 2024 season, so it stands to reason that the same budget-reducing measures are being implemented in the 2024 to 2025 season. Unfortunately, Eigenberg's Herrmann is seemingly the one to suffer from this new regulation first in Chicago Fire Season 13. The good news is that Herrmann's unexplained exit from Chicago Fire Season 13 won't last long. David Eigenberg's character will return in Episode 8, Quicksand, which serves as the season's fall final. Given that Quicksand will be Chicago Fire Season 13's last episode of 2024, it makes sense to have the whole cast along for the ride. Although the trailer for Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 8, does not feature Herrmann, the synopsis spoils that he has a role in the hour's storyline. It reads, Herrmann and Mouch prepare to take their officer exams. Cruz receives a chilling omen. Carver takes care of a dog after its owner is injured on a call. The NBC procedural drama TV show's fall finale likely won't explain where Herrmann has been in the past 2 episodes of Chicago Fire Season 13, so fans will just have to assume he was off-screen, doing his own thing. As mentioned in the synopsis, Herrmann will finally take the captain's test in Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 8, Quicksand. Herrmann has been nervous about taking the exam all season long, but he will have to face his fears during the fall finale. While speaking with TV Insider, David Eigenberg teased what's to come for his character in Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 8. Concerning Herrmann's readiness for the captain's test, the actor said, based on Eigenberg's comments, Herrmann's captain's test might not go so well during the Season 13 fall finale of the One Chicago Universe TV show. If he does pass, Herrmann can become a chief. Many expected Herrmann to take the exam between Seasons 12 and 13, and then take over for Chief Bowden in the Season 13 premiere. However, that wasn't the case, and now the chief position at Firehouse 51 has been filled by Pascal. If Herrmann passes the test, he might leave Firehouse 51, but if he fails during the Chicago Fire Season 13 fall finale, he will stay. Gone are the raucous belly laughs echoing from the kitchen table after a shift. The usual grumbling about chili cook-offs and broken vending machines is oddly muted, and in the locker room, there's a distinct emptiness, like the space itself is waiting for someone to return. Christopher Herrmann, the beating heart of Firehouse 51, is nowhere to be found. Chicago Fire Season 13 has kicked off with the usual high-octane drama, blazing infernos, emotional rescues, and the unbreakable bonds between firefighters. But fans have been quick to notice a major absence. David Eigenberg, who has portrayed Herrmann since the very first season, hasn't been seen at all in the first few episodes, not even a fleeting cameo. So, where is he? The mystery unfolds. On screen, Herrmann's disappearance has been given a vague explanation. In episode 1, Chief Bowden mentions in passing that Herrmann is on leave, dealing with a personal matter. The line is tossed out so quickly you'd miss it if you blinked. No follow-up, no elaboration, no video call check-in. The rest of the firehouse seems to avoid the topic altogether. Cruz takes over duties at Molly's bar without comment. Mouch, usually Herrmann's closest confidant, changes the subject when asked about his friend. Even Cindy Herrmann hasn't been spotted, despite previously being a regular guest in family-centered episodes. It's not just the characters who are tight-lipped, the showrunners too have remained mysteriously silent. No press releases, no interviews, no tweets. It's as if Herrmann simply vanished into thin air. But behind the scenes, whispers have started swirling, and in true Chicago fashion, the theories are as fiery as the show itself. Theory number 1, personal health break for David Eigenberg. Some fans speculate that David Eigenberg may be taking a personal break due to health concerns. The actor, now in his 60s, has been working nearly non-stop since Chicago Fire debuted in 2012. Between long filming days and the physical demands of playing a firefighter, it wouldn't be surprising if he needed time to rest and recharge. Last year, David spoke candidly in an interview about managing hearing loss and dealing with chronic back pain. "We push our bodies on this show," he admitted. "Sometimes you don't feel it until you stop moving, but once you stop, everything catches up to you." Could season 13 be the breather he needed? Theory number 2, a secret storyline brewing. Then there's the far more tantalizing possibility: Herrmann isn't gone for good. Instead, he's involved in a secret, explosive storyline being kept under wraps. According to unverified set leaks, David Eigenberg was spotted filming scenes away from Firehouse 51, at a courthouse of all places. Another rumor places him at a mysterious cabin in the woods outside Chicago, alongside a new, unidentified character. Could Herrmann be working undercover, testifying in a criminal case, reconnecting with a long-lost family member? Some fans even suggest that Herrmann might be temporarily embedded with a different firehouse to investigate corruption, something that could tie into last season's cliffhanger involving a citywide probe into fire department protocols. If that's true, it would explain the radio silence. The showrunners may be playing a long game, building up to a surprise mid-season reveal that brings Herrmann back with a bang. Theory number 3, a bittersweet goodbye. There's also the possibility no one wants to admit: season 13 might be Herrmann's swan song. David Eigenberg has always been open about his deep love for the role, calling Herrmann one of the most satisfying characters I've ever played. But after over a decade on the show, he may be ready to move on, either to focus on his family or take on new acting challenges. If so, perhaps the writers are crafting a proper goodbye arc, one that honors Herrmann's legacy and gives him the dignified send-off he deserves. But if that's the case, why all the mystery? Could it be that his departure will be tied to a major emotional twist, maybe even one that affects the whole team? What this means for Firehouse 51. Regardless of the reason, Herrmann's absence leaves a noticeable hole at 51. He was never just a comic relief character or the guy behind the bar at Molly's. He was the one who brought grounded wisdom to every chaotic moment. The one who could deliver a heart-to-heart without sugarcoating it. The one who mentored newbies and stood up to chiefs when no one else would. Without him, Firehouse 51 feels off balance. Cruz tries to lead with heart, but he's still too hot-headed. Ritter is growing into his role, but he's not there yet. And Bowden, while always solid, can't fill every void. In Herrmann's absence, viewers have also noticed a distinct shift in the tone of the firehouse scenes. They're quieter, more reflective. There's a sense of waiting, like something's on the horizon. What the fans are saying: social media has erupted with the hashtag Where is Herrmann, with fans sharing their theories, concerns, and tributes. Some post their favorite Herrmann one-liners, while others share edits of his most emotional scenes, like when he adopted his foster son, or the moment he nearly died during the factory fire in season 7. One viral tweet reads, Firehouse 51 isn't 51 without Herrmann. He's the glue. He's the soul. Bring him back. Others are urging the network to clarify his status, especially since longtime fans have grown deeply attached to the character. Final thoughts: the fire still burns. Whether David Eigenberg is taking a well-earned break, filming a secret arc, or preparing for an emotional farewell, one thing is clear: Herrmann's presence on Chicago Fire is irreplaceable.